Hey, good morning. Good morning, Coach Burt. It is 6 a.m. here in Tennessee. I'm sitting in the parking lot of Rockbox. Good workout this morning. Good workout this morning. Didn't want to come, folks. Didn't want to come. And that's really what we're going to talk about today, is we're going to talk about how to fight through your feelings. And how to move toward your B. Okay? A is where your current position, B is where you're trying to get to. And the question becomes, how do you fight through fatigue? How do you fight through your feelings? How do you not listen? How do you actually use feelings for positive? How do you use fear, anger, excitement, stress, disappointment, rage, jealousy, any of these things? How do you use them to move you toward your B? I talk about this a lot in the new book, Flip the Switch. There's Thomas C. Davidson. He got 250 copies of Flip the Switch. So I talk about this in the book because this morning, man, my feelings were lying to me. My feelings were saying, man, you had a big day. Don't go to the gym. My feelings were telling me, you know, you were up a little late last night working on things. My feelings were telling me to contract, right? And I'm sure your feelings telling you the same thing, man. And the greatest liar to us sometimes is our emotions. So emotion is a feeling, like fear. Fear is a feeling that something's going to harm me in the future, right? Like this is going to be hard. This is going to be miserable. This is going to be difficult. This is going to be something. So I always step back and I say, man, how do I teach a person to fight through these feelings? Because my wife, Natalie, said to me one day, she said, it's almost like you don't even recognize fatigue. Like where some people recognize fatigue, and when they get fatigued, they shut down. You just don't even recognize it. And I said, it's called muscle memory. And muscle memory is where you've done it so many times, it's automatic. You don't listen to your feelings. The football player is tired at the end of the season. The singer's tired at the end of a tour. The professionals show up because moving toward their B, which is their ideal outcome, is a greater drive of their prey drive than staying where they are. Amanda Beaner. So what they do is they lock into that B, and they say, man, whatever it takes. So although my feelings told me not to come this morning, the feeling I have at the end is much greater than the feelings I have, right? It's a good way of saying it. I listen to my commitments. So let's go through that commitment, that confidence formula that Sullivan taught me. You don't start with confidence, you start with commitment. And from commitment, you get courage, and from courage, you get a new capability, and from a new capability, you get a new confidence. Okay, so when you're doing something you've never done before, first you commit to it, then you get courage, then confidence, then a new capability. Confidence comes from a new capability. It's like, man, I've taught myself how to get up at 4:15. I've taught myself how to get in the gym. I've taught myself how to buy an extra hour of time during the day. Because I was having this conversation, Derek Fossey, with my daughter last night, and she was telling me, I got to do this, Dad, and I got to do this. And she said, I just ain't got no time to do it. And I said, well, you could get up at 4:15 like your dad does. And I got 3 extra hours if you get up at 7:30. So what I do is I make a commitment to something, and the way I do it at the gym is I actually commit early in the evening, like 7 p.m., 8 p.m., because if I wait until 10 p.m., it's like, man, I don't feel like doing it. My mind starts playing tricks on me. So what are the commitments that are greater than your feelings? And this goes a lot into because goals. I talk about this in a new book. As I mentioned, Tommy Davidson bought 250 copies. Jim Morris bought 250 copies yesterday. Daniel Hodges got 250 copies. So I want to give a shout out to those guys. And that comes with a lot of coaching when you buy that many copies, folks. A lot of coaching. Okay, so the coaching is much greater than just the books, but you're going to have a book to give to every single person when the book comes out. So in the book, I talk about because goals. I learned this from Kevin Elko. Because goals is a big reason you do something even when you don't feel like it. This is why I say you don't have to find your why. I could know my purpose, Sonia Turner, still not be motivated today. I could know I'm supposed to coach people, still not be motivated. But what motivates me to do something I don't want to do is a because goal. And a because goal is a big reason to do something even when I don't feel like it. So I fight through my feelings because of these reasons. Because people have flown in from all over the country to see me at the lodge today. And they don't care about what happened yesterday. The people yesterday got their money's worth, and the people today want their money's worth, right? When you go to a concert, you want their best. So don't matter about the feelings. See, I could go home last night and say, man, I taught 6 hours. I'm a little bit tired, Dre. And see, I could go home and use all these things. Man, I'm gonna give a subpar performance today. No, I made a commitment. And the commitment was that every time people show up in my lodge, it's gonna be an incredible experience that changes and transforms their life, because somebody did that for me at some point, because somebody showed up for me. So what I'm trying to do is just teach you these tactics. These are all in the new book, Flip the Switch, guys. All in the new book, Flip the Switch, which is my life's work. The tactics I use to activate my prey drive. I was coaching a kid yesterday who's going to West Point, and his dad wanted me to work with him, and I was teaching him the activators of prey drive because he's about to go to West Point and play lacrosse. And man, the kid just asked all kinds of great questions. Coach, what about this? Man, I got a follow-up question for this. You know what that showed, Steve? He's interested. He's interested. And I can take interested people and make them better. I cannot take disinterested people and make them better. So the commitment, Wendy Sweeney, is I'm going to show up, I'm going to grow up, and I'm going to deliver. I learned that from my mother. I'm not going to whine, I'm not going to complain, I'm not going to make excuses. And I asked this kid, when were you at your best? When were you at your best? Steve, when were you at your best? And he said, man, what were the conditions for you to be at your best? Here's what I told him. I said, man, when I'm in that gym 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm at my best. When I'm dragging out of bed, not getting a workout in, halfway working out, I'm not at my best. My prey drive is on medium. And I said, that's a condition for success. Okay? That's right. Derek Fossey will come back to Nashville, hang out with us. We need him to come back to Nashville. So when you think about this, I want you thinking, what do you do when your feelings tell you one thing? How do you fight through those feelings? And how do you make it normal that you just take feelings and you go, boom, check you over there, brother. You ain't coming in my house today. You ain't, it's like a bad spirit that you're getting out of the house, right? So, commitment, courage, capability, confidence. The B's greater than staying where you are. Make a commitment and get the conditions right for you and your team to perform. That's a key element, okay? All right, you guys have a great day. For all the people coming into town, thank you for the people that bought a copy of a book, Flip the Switch. We're in a pre-order period. If you order 10 copies, you come to the lodge on January 13th for Activate. If you get up in the copies like these guys are getting 250 copies, okay, then you get a lot of coaching for you and your team. You get, man, it's a whole package of things you get when you get up into those copies. We have 4 people buy 250 copies already, and we got a big goal, man, to make it a Wall Street Journal bestseller. And if we do, we're going to have a big party, okay? So thank you guys for all your help. The book is going to help you. It's going to help your team. It's going to help people activate their drive. It is my life's work, so everything I'm teaching you is in that book, okay? So Prey Drive for lunch, 12:30 today. We're going to post. It's 30 minutes with me just coaching on nothing but Prey Drive. Gives you a little boost midweek. We added that in promotion for the book. So love you guys. Appreciate you. Have a great day. Before I get started, there is one very important question I have to ask you.
Coach Micheal Burt, Monster Producer Academy CEO. He's a personal friend of mine.
What good is it to have knowledge with no desire? What good is it to have desire with no skill? What good is it to have knowledge and skill with no confidence? A big part of activating your prey drive is finding and refining your talent. This is something that helps you get to the next place. People are made up of 4 parts: a body, a mind, a heart, and a spirit. You need to know you, and then you need to have an awareness, and sometimes you don't even know what you need. So all 4 parts of our nature have to be clicking. Your hard skill solves my problem. The bigger the problem, the more money people will pay to solve it. Everything is valuable to your future. What I'm really paying you for is your past. A monster producer combines multiple skills to dominate a market. When you get to wake up every day and do what you love doing, man, it is hard not to be motivated. They think at a higher ordinance than everybody else. They want to create new things. I have a conviction about me, and that's the conviction that you feel when I talk, when I speak. It comes across as passion. You got to learn how to connect to another person at such a deep level that it moves them. You have goals, you have targets, but you don't have a sense of urgency. They're going to exchange money, energy, they're going to raise capital, they're going to start new businesses, there's going to be joint ventures. I think your purpose finds you. It is activated. The word activate means to initiate. Discipline, which is a derivative of the word disciple, which means to give yourself to a person or cause you believe in. Do you believe in your future, yes or no? When we know better, we do better. Finding the problem that you are uniquely qualified to solve, and you don't know what problem you really solve for whom, then there is no big financial exchange right there. You should leave here thinking bigger today than when you came. And I want to shake your hand and look you in the eyeball when you make this decision. Thank you. We'll see you in the back. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.